Good day. Welcome to Yoga with Bliss. We warm up. We enjoy what I'm going to call slow yoga. My daughter says that this should be called praying mantis yoga. And we move a little more slowly with a little more direction than many practices so that we each have time to perceive how does your body feel? What do you need? To think of how am I going to get from this asana or pose into that asana or pose. So I try to tell you what we're heading toward, what we're doing next. And with that in mind, we're heading toward a warm-up with a little, my speaker turned off, with a little rhythm. The rhythm in the beginning for our warm-up is so valuable, and it'll be here as I work my way over to the mat. It says it'll be here. Let's see. Take a moment. Center yourself. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. There it is. It's on my speaker. Breathe. Be. I think the kitty will share with mine. There. How about those shoulder rolls? Continue the breath, the spine up tall. This is me relaxing my neck. Although when I get hot, I also do that to get my hair up off my neck. Here's 4, 3. Let's take a great big reach up. Feel that salute lift, pelvic tilt, come out, step wide. Feel the body tall and shift your weight. Yes, Joanne, I saw your tracing the smile, and it made me want that for my body right here. Now, I'm going to tell you truth. This morning I'm uncomfortable. All right, let's just say miserable. It's just true. But you know what? Over the top is going to happen as I move just 4 more up here and breathe. And 4 underneath, and be. Right about now, over the top, I just start to feel better. Underneath. So I want you to remember, if ever you don't feel like practicing over the top, don't make yourself practice. Just convince yourself underneath to start. To dress, pull out your mat and start. Or you could do what I did today. I'm just here in my pajamas, quite honestly. I was just too mellow. Let's take a little swoop and swoop. Now, I want you to look at my feet. My heels stay turned in. Breathing. If you have a natural tendency a little toward pigeon-toed, you really have to focus on your heels in. Come on up, right here. Oh, yes. Out front, just 4. I'm not bending forward. I'm staying up tall. Hot. Here's 4. This is so nice out front for the back, the shoulders, but also thighs, feet, calves. Take it here. Next time when we come out front, I want you to really lift your sternum, reiterate your flat back. Keep yourself tall and feel your shoulder relax as your arm reaches down. Here's the side view. This is a release through the trapezius, the neck, the shoulder. Feel your flat back, keep your flat back. Lean forward now. Side view here, we have flat back. And lean. You may lean just the tiniest bit. You may lean a whole bunch. Whatever is your flat back. We'll do 4 more. Here's 3 and 2. Shoulder roll it up right there. Breathing. Little heel touch. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. shoulder blades together. Now this heel touch stretches out your calf and wakes it up. Breathing. And you're way up tall. Feel your toe point out front now. Walk your arms on up. Your inner thigh contracts. This is also, come on up, loosening up through your hip. Come on down, right here. Now, when you watch this on YouTube, you can also just put on any music with the rhythm that you like and give yourself a whole different feel. It'll make you move differently. Come on up, right here. Now, I want you to think of your hamstring. Back of your thigh, lift your heel. I'll show you the side view. See how my knee is pointing straight down and my heel lifts up behind me? Couple things happening. When I stand on my leg, my quadriceps are working. When I lift my leg, right here, lift, lift. That leg that the heel is lifting behind should be getting a lovely thigh stretch, a quadricep stretch, just for last. Now pull your body all up tall to your best posture and feel a step together, together. Yes. I'm warming the shoulders by keeping my elbows right here, shoulder height. The folks in class have beautiful form today. I'm going to take the same move, push my elbows back and open my chest. Opens right here. Now I'm recovering from frozen shoulder. These moves are part of a frozen shoulder rehab. You move gently. No big bounce right here. Beautiful. Relax those arms down and take one up and the other. Now let's play with this a little. If your arms are out front, if they need it, that's fine. But try to be as near up tall, right next to your ear as your shoulders allow. Here, I give it a good, intend, effort to come on up. Stop that now. Let's come tall. Sit her down. Tall. Sit her down. Now, what's up tall for you? Do you keep your arms right next to your ears? Do you take them out wide? I don't know. But intend your arms as close, your upper arm as close to your ears as you go, as near vertical as they go. Let's come wide, down. And on this one, when I come down, yes, I give a little bend right here. Side view, here we go. Come on up vertical, bend flat back. Here. And flat back, two last, and flat back, last one. Oh, trace a smile, up tall. Breathe and be over the top. Here's 4. The purpose of the underneath, rhythmic limbering. Point that toe, that helps over the top. Lubricate all the joints in your foot and ankle under. All these arm motions, back and shoulders, weight shifting, for the buns and thighs. Center yourself up, legs wide, and just give a little rotate. I take this very slowly because my back is challenged. Some people like to give it a big swing. You use momentum or no momentum. Listen to your body. Turn your toes out. Heels in, give a little more bend in your knees, if you will. That's engaging your thighs. Pulse 2 times each way. Put, press a little further. Put, press a little further. Right here, and press. Right there, keep your knees out. Can you feel that one knee wants to collapse? Don't let that happen. Keep both knees out. Now we're going to work the low back. Take your arms up taller. Turn, press a little further. Your turn, press a little further. There you go. Are you breathing? Here's just a few last. Come on down, singles now. Release, relax. Now keep your flat back. side view, I'm going to give my lean with a flat back and let my body rotate. Flat back. Now listen to your body. Does your flat back go down farther? Does your arm go up higher? Smooth doubles now. Flat back lift. Lift. Many people, this hand goes right to the ceiling. Mine doesn't. That's okay. Oh, come up with the shoulder roll. That flat back was working all those muscles alongside your L4, L5 in the waistline area. Just 4 last. 3, 2, center it up with your feet right underneath you in a mountain. Do you like your feet right together? Do you like your feet a little apart? Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tuck. Think of your heels. We're going to do a little lift. Lower, lift, working the calf muscles, lift. And so many of our moves stretch the calf muscle. Think of the down dog as you intend for your heel to press toward the ground. That's going to use your calf, stretch your calf out. So we want to use it to warm it all up. But also, if as you age, your calves lose strength, we're helping build it. Let's come wide. Come on down. Here's your goddess. Breathing. Lift one heel and then the other heel and then lift one and then the other and then center it up and center your goddess. Stretch up to a star. Your legs don't lock, but they go long. Come on down to your lowest goddess. Oh, you're probably way lower than I am, or maybe way higher. Come up to your star. Let's add breath. Exhale. Inhale. Go at your pace. Don't follow my lungs. Follow yours. Inhale. How low you go also is a function of how do your knees feel. Are you breathing? One last goddess. Flat back, forward lean. Do you want to hold on to your thighs here? Do you want to hold on to an ottoman? Do you like to leave your arms back? Do you want to clasp your hands behind you? Lean and open that chest for you. Lean, lean, lean. Relax the neck, hang there. And then gradually let your arms let go. Come down. And we've got a wide leg, forward fold. Do you want to be holding on to blocks? Do you want to let your fingertips touch the ground with your wide legs? You're probably down lower than with your bent legs. I want to show you a side view. So you're in your wide leg, round it over. Sit your butt down. Stretch your legs and let your butt lift. Sit down a little. Lift up to stretch your legs. Come on down a little so you're in your most ideal forward fold with wide legs. And then you lift up, feeling the back of your legs stretch. You might like to hold that a long time, or you might like the rhythm of the stretch and release. Play with your foot position, whether they're turned out a tiny bit, not too much, Joanne, or maybe you even like them all, your feet almost parallel. When you're done, go ahead, sit your butt down. Now I'm going to lift my chest up to find my flat back. And I'm going to push up, 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 and arise to my goddess. And there you are. Let's put that into a little flow. Goddess down, flat back. Forward lean with your flat back. Round it over. Down with the hips, up with the hips. Down with the hips, up with the hips. One last, down with the hips, up with the hips. Your knees are bent still. Feel your rounded body. We're going coming to flat back. Put your hands behind you. Flat back wherever you need to be. Lift with your strength. your strength to a goddess. One more little vinyasa or flow. Breathing. I have to change my mind. You want to know why? Shoulder roll. I completely forgot the flow. So apparently the universe said we were supposed to do a shoulder roll and move on. I feel into my body, proprioceptive movement, perceive through movement. We've stretched the back of the body. Let's do a move where we stretch the front of the body. This is a very customized Warrior 3. I'm showing you the side view. You can face me straight on so you can see better. So whichever place you want to be, you stand in your Warrior 3. The most important part of all the warriors is the pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tuck, this beautiful mountain that we start in. I also gave a little shoulder roll, so my arms weren't accidentally out here forward, but instead they were right here in line with my side of my body. So the Warrior 3 customized, that is our stretch for the psoas, is we stand tall, unlock one leg, put your weight on it, touch the other foot back, and feel your pelvic tilt. Breathing. I'm actually just touching my toe. Oh yes, this is balance work. Pelvic tilt, toe touch back. Now, would you like to leave a hand on a wall or on a chair? Would you like to take one hand up? Breathing, pelvic tilt, that's what opens up your psoas. Would you like to take both hands up? It's a standing, upright Warrior 3. Take your arms down. One last reiteration of the pelvic tilt to feel that psoas stretch. And I'm going to do a few shoulder rolls, weight shifting before I do the other side. Mountain, best mountain ever. Pelvic tilt, weight evenly distributed on the feet, sternum lift, chin tuck. Reiterate your pelvic tilt one more time, arms in line with the side of your body. Take the other, pour all the weight onto the leg that you touched back with last time. Unlock the knee and hold yourself with that leg. The other leg touches back behind you with your pelvic tilt, the sternum. I said the wrong word, the psoas on the side of your extended leg has such a stretch. By the way, my sternum is lifted with my pelvic tilt. I have so many muscles contracted in my core that I'm actually having lovely muscle quivers. Now, do you want to be holding onto a wall because this is intense balance work? Do you want to take your hands out just a little bit? Pelvic tilt. Do you like your arms up taller? So in the traditional Warrior 3, your body might be horizontal to the ground. We're right up here vertical because we're focusing on the psoas or hip flexor opening. Bring yourself together and let's just enjoy the shoulder roll. Now, when I say shoulder roll, my ribs let go, my hip does a circle, my muscles in my thigh get a massage, and look at those little feet. My muscles in my feet are just getting massaged by my mat. By the way, I worked on a 1/2 inch thick mat mountain because I find that best for the arthritis in my feet and knees, probably everything. Even when I sit down, my sits bones like the thick mat. But how's your mountain? Are you breathing? Sternum, chin, pelvic tilt. Let's have a tree. But when you work on a 1/2 inch thick mat, I'm shifting to get the weight on that weight-bearing leg so I can feel my toes feel as if they're spread like an eagle talon gripping the ground. That's my balance root with the foot just touching, and I bring my balance root in to the place that feels best, where I wobble but I don't fall down. You might take your balance root up onto your calf or up onto your thigh, and then find your branches. Again, an intensity where The wobble is your central nervous system and your musculoskeletal system integrating to find your balance. Enjoy it if it's there. Don't criticize. Take yourself into a more intense pose till you find that wobble and let your body communicate. Breathing. Now we're going to come out in a moment, so I'm going to go up into my most intense that my body might allow and hold it for a second until my body says, Kelly, you're done. See that little step around? Yes, yes. It's after that balancing and that beautiful muscle tension. It feels good. Mountain. Oh, pelvic tilt. You know why I'm so aware of my pelvic tilt? The arthritis in my back is real. Maybe it's one of the other things in my back, but something's talking to me. And it's reminding me that this pelvic tilt is so valuable. Tree on the other side. If you have that thick mat, you get extra balance, as do I. Here we are. I picked my foot up, spread my toes. Okay, let me go look and see. All right, they're not really spread, but in my mind, they felt like they spread right out like a duck's foot. Now they're clamping like an eagle's talon. I apparently have birds in my tree. What's your balance route? Do you put your foot way out? Do you put your foot close with your heel touching your leg? Do you put this foot right up on your calf, never your knee, right up on your thigh? Find your tree your way. Make it an intensity so you're a weeble tree. You wobble, but you don't fall down. Now I can see everybody's pelvic girdle area, and everybody gets a compliment for the fabulous level pelvis. Beautiful. Breathe and be. We held it on the other side for a moment while we found an intensity that made you want to wobble. Now we're going to wrap it up soon, so come one layer more intense, lifting if you can to one layer more intense. And then whenever you lose your balance from that higher intensity, that's when you come down. And here we have the shoulder rolls. Breathing. Yes, you could trace a smile, a rainbow, shoulder rolls. You could do the mummer strut. Take a minute and move your body and be. Sun Salutation B. Now I was thinking about it. Sun Salutation B, I don't do many changes in. Sun Salutation A, I take the chaturanga out and make a big change. This is the traditional, I'm pointing because I have it printed on the wall to remember it. This is the traditional Sun Salutation B. I do like, no matter what salutation I'm doing, to start in the mountain with pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tuck, weight on my feet, eagle's talons, toes gripping the ground. If you push your feet away when you're in a mountain, you're going to feel the muscles in your pelvic floor, glutes, quads engage. So that's an active mountain to start. I reach up with an extra pelvic tilt to an active salute with my arms as near to my ears and as near vertical as they will go, then hands together, thinking of my wrists. Do I want to bring my hands to heart center with my wrists barely bent? Or do I want to bring them all the way down with my wrists very bent? You make your choice, and here we have the official beginning of Sun Salutation B. From this stance, we head into the chair. Everyone does that differently. I reiterate my flat back, stick my butt out and sit down in the chair. I'm adjusting the position of my feet. Many people learn the chair with their feet right together and love that. My personal needs require my shins to remain parallel, but my feet to be right under my hip. Have you found your chair footing, your chair seat? Oh, you might be way lower than I. Take a moment. I'm going to get my arms out of the way. Look at my back, how nice and flat it is. Make your back flat and choose. Do you want your arms here like you were eating a watermelon? Here like you were sharing the watermelon. Flat back. Here as though you were sharing the watermelon with a tall person. Sit your chair down a little lower if your body will. Let's breathe. Exhale down. One more. Exhale down. From here I'm heading to a forward fold. For the forward fold, now you round your back. Now should you stop right here on an ottoman, my knees are unlocked. Should you exhale down and stop at the top of a high block, a low block, fingertips. Because of my rounded belly, I have moved my feet a little apart. Please adjust your feet based on your body, your needs, could be your joints, your body shape. Your forward fold has been customized just right for you. Breathing. Now I'm heading to just one flat back. Breathe and feel that flat back. Now this flat back position works your low back, your feet, your quads, your butt. Breathing, being. And I'm heading down into a down dog, a plank, and a down dog. So do you head over to the kitchen counter for your down dog? Do you head down to a block or a mat? Step back. Yes, we're going slow enough you could really customize your down dog your way. Breathing, where's your plank? Do you want to bring it right up to a higher level with your hands? Do you want to stay wherever they were? Your plank, your way. Stay there as long as you can. When you're ready, one more down dog. Breathe into it, be into it. Your chest sinks, your heels sink. Your back elongates. Now we're heading from this down dog into a warrior one. So think of a foot. I'm going to say your right foot. And we're going to lift it up so that you can step it forward. Come on and bring your foot forward. Now drape that back foot over the railroad track and find your flat back. Come on up to your warrior one. There we are. Oh, sink your warrior one as low as yours goes. I just saw myself in the monitor. It doesn't look like my front leg is very bent. That's as bent as mine goes. Some people go way, way lower. Please choose your warrior one for you. We're going to come on down, and we're heading from warrior one back to a down dog. Do you want to change and head to a higher surface? Do you like where you were? Now give this foot a bend, and we're heading into the down dog. Press it back, walk it back. Enjoy your down dog. Breathe, enjoy your plank. Be with it, neutral neck, nice body, as long as you choose. Back to your down dog. After the down dog, we're heading to warrior one with the other leg forward. Left leg, if you were. So I lift the leg in preparation to swoop forward, and I find myself ready for my warrior one by draping the back foot, hips and shoulders square, flat back, arise. Beautiful. So I've done my warrior one on the right side. On the left side, we've got a dog plank dog coming up. Are you loving it? You want to challenge yourself? Then go deeper. Are you saying, oh, something would feel better if it was less intense? Then do that. Ready to press off and find your down dog. Chest sinks wherever you are. Heels sink wherever you are. Eye of the elbow forward. How's your plank? You want to go down to your knees, up to the back of a chair. Your plank your way, as long as your body will. And head back to your down dog. I just role modeled what you do when your body won't. Enjoy your down dog. Now we're going to come from the down dog, heading to a flat back forward fold. Do you want to just bend your legs and walk? Do you want to do a lift and pull your foot forward? Come to your forward fold your way and find your flat back. Breathing. From this flat back, we're heading into your chair. Choose the feet for the chair, the flat back, the arms for the chair. It's your chair, your way. You're probably sitting down farther than I am. Enjoy your chair and stand on up to your wrists, barely bent or very bent. But I want to finish with the full salute. And then come on down to the full mountain. And then enjoy some wiggling. Shoulder roll, step around, breathe and be. Very customizable. You can change it at any time. I love that. Let's take a goddess. Let's take the arm across. Hug the elbow. Don't let that leg cave in. Your goddess knees are out. And just give yourself a hug of your shoulder because it works so well. Let's do the other side. Relax neck, pelvic tilt, sternum lift, knees out, heels in. Boy, I'm bossy. Pull across for you. Very nice. Now let's think of the palms forward. Think of the back of your hands. Press it back. Press it back. We're opening up the shoulder. Press it back. Now we're going to press it back down low. Press it back. I'm taking my whole body lower. I'm letting my thighs do some more work. Pelvic tilt. Oh, the minute I did the pelvic tilt, I felt more work on the front of my thighs and in my butt. Here we are. Press it back. Beautiful form. Everybody, very nice. And I'm going to take my arms up. You choose. No back bends. Press your arms back for the shoulders. There you go. Just one last. Oh, let it trace a smile. You want to pull your feet in a little closer? Were you loving them out so wide? Rainbow over the top. Beautiful. Underneath. Yes. And over the top. Well, we have had a shoulder focus, as it turns out. Now I'm going to pull myself together with shoulder rolls and just letting my feet walk in. The Sun Salutation B uses your shoulders, I believe, well, especially when you customize your dog plank dog to just the right level for you. Let's have another vinyasa. It's just a little warrior two that reaches out into some shoulder work. We start in our beautiful mountain. Pelvic tilt. That's my back telling us what to do. Sternum, chin, low shoulders. Step out, step back, bend the front leg. If you go very, very low, never more. Don't go any lower than a 90-degree knee. Your arms, take a look at them. Get them as near straight across here as you can. They don't come too far forward, they don't come too far back. Oh, yes, beautiful. Now I'm going to head into a radiant warrior. So my back arm releases, but I did do a little shoulder roll. Keep that shoulder back. Front hand flips, double check your pelvic tilt, the most important thing, as you open up your rib cage and arise. Now, would you like to look at the eye of your elbow so your neck is less bent? Would you like to let your head tilt back? Truthfully, I'm resting the weight of my head on a little roll of softness in my upper back. Most people, many people don't have that. You take care of your neck by having your head in one place or another as your body wants. Let's go back to Warrior Two. Reiterate that front leg bent. Beautiful. Now I'm heading to a side angle. I reiterate, this shoulder is back. Come on down. Now, a long time ago in yoga training, I would take this hand and palm the floor. Nowadays, I take this hand and touch my thigh. You could be on the seat of a chair, on a block is very common. So with this hand, press yourself open. Let's think about this arm. For the side angle, it's coming up. Breathing. Go ahead, take it back. I want to show you another way to get to it. For many people with shoulder issues, you tuck in, slide up, and that will allow it shoulder back, a better expression of the side angle. Breathing. Alrighty, we're heading right back to Warrior 2. Radiant Warrior. Warrior 2. Side angle. Warrior 2. I don't always breathe this loudly. It's part of my instruction. Radiant Warrior. Warrior 2. Our last side angle. Stay here. Best side angle, shoulder back. Your best reach. Now let's let this shoulder round forward because the arm is going to round in a beautiful circle. Shoulder comes back, arm up and over. Forward, arm down. Shoulder back, arm up and over. One more time. So many things in yoga are done in threes. Breathing. Now when you come down this way, we're just going to pull ourselves together over on this side and do a forward fold. So I give both legs a little bend and push myself off and take myself over. Some people do this ever so gracefully. You be in your forward fold position your way. Should you stop right here in a chair? See that little wiggling? That's me doing my proprioception on my back. Fine. Are you right here on a block? Find your forward fold. Well, while we're here, we're going to turn this into another asana. If right now you've got a hand in front of each foot, go ahead and put your hands around the foot that's closest to your screen. Shift your weight onto that foot. So basically, when you step this foot back, you're pretty much in a little triangle. Two hands, I'm going to move on to the mat a little some more so you can see. Two hands, one foot that are holding your weight and balancing you. The other foot might hover right above the ground. Flex that foot behind you. Might lift a little, might lift a lot. This leg is unlocked, but mostly straight. And wherever you are, whether your toe is an inch off the ground or grazing the woodwork on the ceiling, you're in a standing split. When you bring your leg down, exhale into one final forward fold. Are you coming up, rolling up a vertebrae at a time, or with a flat back? I will show flat back. For flat back, you sit your butt down, reiterate your flat back and rise. And we're ready for the other side. What do you think? Is my brain going to hold out to remember it? No. But my body will remember it, mountain. This is our last little vinyasa in the standing portion. Beautiful pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tuck, weight evenly on all your feet. We're heading to Warrior 2. So I step back and I step front and I sink as low as my body will go. I feel this shoulder back and my arms come out and I see as nearly straight as my arms will go and I sink into and feel into pelvic tilt. This pelvic tilt, you'll feel your butt cheek really contracts. That is what makes the whole entire flow work, your pelvic tilt. Now I'm heading to a Radiant Warrior. So I release, I flip the front hand, re-engage my pelvic tilt as I arise, choosing what to do with my head. Should I gaze at my elbow? Do I want to let my gaze go to my hand? What does your neck tell you? Your best Warrior 2. We go, best Radiant, now best Warrior 2. Breathing. And we head to side angle. Do you want to put your hand on a block, on the floor, on your leg, wherever you put your hand? Give a little push to open up this shoulder. And here's your side angle. Think of your baby finger and your baby toe. It's like you want a straight line from that foot to the hand. Now, many people, that's as far as it'll go. Fine. Intend a little further. But let's everybody take it back. If your arm doesn't go up as far as you want, and we should all just try this, the other option is to snuggle in and slide up. Many times you can get this straight line from pinky to pinky with the slide up. Let's head back to Warrior 2, Radiant Warrior, pelvic tilt, Warrior 2, side angle. We're going to do one more of these. Warrior 2, Radiant, Radiant Warrior. Last side angle, your fullest expression of the pose. That's me relaxing my neck. How's yours? Shoulder back. All right, now we're letting your shoulder come forward because here's the arm circle. Shoulder back, up and over. Shoulder forward, down, around. Back, up and over, down and around. One last. Back to your Warrior 2. And now any way you want, bring yourself to your stand for a forward fold. I reiterate my mountain before I stand, and then I round down. You might want to round down just this much because you're loving it. It feels so good. Maybe just this much. Your forward fold your way. Are you breathing? See, I forgot it, but my body told me what comes next. Relax that neck. We're finding the best forward fold. Remember, you're on a chair, an ottoman, a block. Your forward fold is right for you. You don't follow me and go where my hands reach. You go where your hands reach. Now, pour your weight onto the other foot. The foot you did not yet stand on. I believe it's the foot closest to your screen, but I can't remember for sure. Yeah, it is, because it's my sore knee. I never like to stand on that. The other leg, if possible, I think I'll use blocks. If you ever have a problem, try coming up a little higher. The other leg, there it is. It's your balance route right here. You may stay right here with your toe touching the ground, or you may pick your foot up a little, or you may pick, your foot up a lot, past the chair, breathing. Your standing split, your way. This leg is unlocked, but long. You've leaned down as much as you will, lift it up as much as you can. Breathe and be enjoying. Appreciate your body, and then take your time and find yourself back to your forward fold. This time I'm going to come up one vertebrae at a time. To do that, I do a pelvic tilt, tuck my tailbone under, and then roll up. And when I get to the top, I need my double shoulder roll. And then I need a lot of them. Are you breathing? We're just heading down to the mat. You'll notice in the yoga practice that I put together, I do a lot of things standing, and then I do the mat work rather than getting up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, because for many seniors, it's a challenge to get up and down. If it's a challenge for you, I'm going to show you a way to get up and down. I wish that other chair was turned around, but this chair will work. So guys, go ahead and bring yourself to the mat any way you want. But if you have real trouble with it, go ahead, bend your knees and put your elbows on a seat. And then with most of the weight on your elbows, you lower yourself a little at a time to your knees. And then you lower yourself a little at a time to the floor. But you know what might be even better? skip going down on the floor and just take your little tablet or whatever you're watching on and go in by your bed and do all of this right on your mattress instead of on the floor. Then you don't have to worry about getting up and down off the floor. Here we are. Wouldn't it be ideal to do a little extra work for our core? Yeah, we worked the core during our plank dog, but I feel a little boat coming on. For the boat, you place your feet on the ground. They're like your anchors. You round yourself over. Millie, you need to move, sweetie, so they can see me. Come over here, dear. You round yourself over. See my black cat? See my rounded back? You want that rounded back, and then you take yourself back. And bring yourself up, and take yourself back. So you're just coming back till your abs engage, up a half inch or so. If you come up too far, you have eliminated the core work. So come on back a little, and come on forward. It's as if she knows when she stands right here, she's right in the way. I think she wanted to be in our class. All right, now when I go back this time, I'm going to stay back and let one shoulder go back and the other shoulder. One shoulder and the other. Transverse and obliques are involved. Hip flexors are involved. There you go. Now we're going to stay back. Come on up and do a butterfly if you need a break. Or come to a boat more traditionally. Do you like one foot down, one up? Do you like both up? Do you like your legs straightened out? I'm holding on. Many people take their legs out and their arms out. What's best for you? Your boat, your way. I've had flexed feet. I'm going to try pointed. I'm going to go with flexed. What felt better for you? Take your boat anchors down, curl yourself up, and let's just have a bound angle, forward fold, a little butterfly, where you just relax yourself down. Breathe on each exhale. Relax yourself down. Relax yourself down. Some people go low enough that their elbows touch their legs. In that case, push yourself down. If not, you could extend your hands and just let the weight of your arms pull. You fold it over. Don't grab your toes and pull up on them. That bends your ankle in an unhelpful way. But I want to put my toes where you can see them. All righty. So here we are. We've been pulling down or pushing down. Take a peek at my little feet right here. My baby toes are rooted into the ground, and I'm going to just open my feet like a book. Now be aware, does this feel okay? I'm absolutely shocked that it feels okay on my very, very tender knee. It not only feels okay, it feels good, but I don't know if that's true for you. Now, do you have bunions? Be careful how you handle your feet. So be gentle with yourself. Open the book. Baby toe stays on the ground. Round yourself over. Breathing. Let your book close. Grasp your ankles one last forward fold. Very nice. That was a lovely stretch out of the back of your body. But we did that beautiful core work today, both standing and sitting. Let's do a stretch for the front of the body and head ourselves into a Sphinx to start with. You lay on your belly. You put your weight on your elbows. Breathing. I'm moving my chair out of the way. The Sphinx requires awareness. I want you to think of your pelvic tilt. Feet pressed into the ground. Hands pressed into the ground, neutral neck. Lift, not lift. Perceive your chest is lifted. Away from your sternum. Your pubic bone and your sternum are separated from each other. And right here, this is an active Sphinx. Weight on your feet, your hands, pelvic tilt so your pubic bone presses into the mat. If you're very lean, don't push too hard and hurt your bones. If you've got a lot of padding, arrange your softness so that you can get a nice pelvic tilt. Now, one level more intense would be to press up onto your arms. This is as if it were a cobra that's a little less intense, a customized cobra. I'm heading down to my Sphinx. Here's another cobra where you put your hand where your elbow was and pelvic tilt, most important, and press up. Neutral neck. There's the cobra. What's the difference in the cobra and the up dog? For an up dog, you push into the feet tops so intensely that you lift your thighs and your hip bones off the ground. Pelvic tilt, gluteal muscles contracted. You're welcome to push up into an up dog if it's available to you. And whenever you want, head back down into your Sphinx. And the front of your body said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you breathing? Being. I'm going to push up into a child's pose, but I'm coming up in a way to pamper my back. See how my elbows are right by my chest? Pelvic tilt, and I lift, pushing on my elbows and knees with a beautiful flat back till I have walked my hips up. Outstretch your arms and sink your chest. Do you like your knees apart? Do you like them together? Do you want both arms out? Do you want just one? Breathing. Is your tush sitting all the way down on your heels? You'll notice I just do one arm at a time so that my very compromised shoulder has time to be stretched with very individual attention. Sink your tush, sink your chest. Breathe, relax, enjoy the shoulder stretch in whatever way is right for you. Don't follow me, I'm doing a one-armed because my one arm needs more time. Here's my other one arm that's able to do the full expression, so I want to make sure I do that. After our child's pose, we're just going to turn over and lay on our backs. Please do this any way that feels right for you. I do like to have my blocks above my head. So I will tell you that big black cat is now right in front of the screen. So I'm going to have to go from my mental picture of you in my head and speak to you from there. And I also have lost my strap. Take your yoga strap or ribbon or whatever is the right thing for you and have it nearby. Yep, I really lost mine. Have you come down any way that you choose? I'm walking around like this for several reasons. One is I want to get more near the center of the stage so I have room above my head. The other is I'm arranging the softness on my back. The other is I'm massaging the muscles on my back and doing my pelvic tilt. How do you feel? What if you were to cross a leg and just relax it there? Do you have your yoga strap? Well, you could leave your leg right here and forget about your yoga strap, or you could take your yoga strap and put it right on the bottom of your foot and stretch your foot up. I forgot my strap, so I'll stretch with my hand, but you're stretching with that strap right around your foot, breathing and being. Now, if the strap is on your heel, you can point and flex. Enjoy your point and flex. Hamstring is stretching. buns are stretching. Point and flex stretching using alternately many things in your foot. Interstitial fluid, that is your lymph fluid. Gravity is feeding it back to your torso. The movement of your foot and muscles is helping circulate the lymph fluid. Now, how about the other hand gets hold of your ribbon and you think about rolling that leg over. I need to reposition my tush a little before I roll over. This arm behind me, that leg in front of me. This side of the thigh stretches. The low back stretches. Are you breathing? Look back and be. Bend your leg, fold up your arm, come on back to neutral. Let's enjoy a little knee hug and roll side to side. Rock up and down, roll and rock. Now, did you want to cross your leg and just relax that leg right there, enjoying the hip opener? Do you want to get your ribbon and put it on the bottom of your foot by your heel and stretch yourself up and enjoy your point and flex? And in your mind's eye, be aware of the circulation of the synovial fluid in all of your joints that have a bursar sac with synovial fluid circulating. That's your knees, your ankles, your little bitty toe joints. As you move, I'm actually holding my leg because I forgot my ribbon. I'm feeling my muscles move. That muscle contraction is what circulates the lymph fluid. Alrighty, what if the opposite hand gets hold of your foot, your ribbon, and breathe? I need to move out a little so I have some room, and breathe and reach that leg across your body while the arm comes out behind you. Breathing and being and enjoying this rotation of every vertebrae in your spine, from the one above and below. Now you can pause YouTube and hold these stretches as long as you want. Before we come out of it, I suggest tucking in your arm, tucking in your leg, engaging your pelvic tilt, and coming to the center. And last time we did the rock and roll, this time we're going to do the happy baby. Do you like to hold underneath your knees for the happy baby? Atop your knees, onto your shins, wherever you like to hold. Do you like to hold your ribbon? Oh no, there's no ribbon on 2 feet. You hold your leg where you choose, your foot where you choose, and we rock that happy baby. Now, this is the traditional happy baby where it rocks just a little. It's kind of wonderful. You're rolling back and forth on your kidneys. Oh yeah, baby. Now for my body, I actually like the way it feels when I roll all the way over. You'll see on this side my knee. I come over till my knee touches. I don't know if that's right for you. I just know each of us, including me, has the right to customize. Another customization, wherever you're holding on, the back of your leg, your shin. What if you were to take your legs and let them come long but not locked? If the other one was a happy baby, I consider this an ecstatic baby. And again, you might rock just a little. You might rock more. However, if I go all the way over, I can't get back up. Your baby, your way, your body, your way. Come on down. Before you lower your legs, engage your pelvic tilt and come down one at a time. Now, your choice for the Shavasana. I just rolled my shoulders down my back. Do you like your arms down, palms up, or let them wiggle around? Do you want a pillow under your legs? Do you want just one leg long and one bent? Do you want your legs all the way down? Pelvic tilt. One way is not better. What's best is what do you need. However, I will encourage you to have the least amount of support under your knees that you need. Breathe and be, because this allows your psoas, your hip flexors, to have an elongation if you happen to get lower and lower and lower. Speaking of psoas, we're going to interrupt Shavasana with soul to soul for your feet, with your knees out to the side, breathing. This particular move, I guess it was back in the 90s, was the move I did 3-4 times a week in class. And for the first 50 some years of my life, I could never lay flat. After doing this, soul to soul, knees out, breathe and relax. Over time, I was able to lay flat. And perhaps if we engage in the stretches that allowed us to gain flexibility, those same stretches can allow us to maintain flexibility. What happens if something happens in your life that your flexibility or balance or strength is interrupted? You get an illness, an injury, a broken something, a pulled something, who knows? And you don't have as much strength, flexibility, or balance. Do you know what you do? You be persistent, you be patient, you be gentle, you always do the best that you can, but you keep moving. Keep balancing with support, keep stretching with your pillows, keep lifting the amount that's available to you. Intend a little further, be persistent and patient. And as time goes by, you will be astounded at how much strength, flexibility, and balance you can get back. Would you like to stay in Shavasana? Or would you like to gradually, any way that's right for you, find your way into an upright seated position? It's your choice. You could roll over and come up with a flat back. You can stay in your Shavasana. And here we are. I've chosen soul to soul. Do you choose easy pose? Joanne, Diane, back yourself up against a wall. Another choice. Is the cat's in front of the screen. All of a sudden I'm worried. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm still here. Oh, I see what happened. I can see you guys. I really can't, but I have a sense of what's there. Ground yourself forward in whatever your seat is and relax and breathe. Exhaling. When you come up, sit in whatever way works best for you as you extend your hands toward your body and say thank you for all that you do for me. Take hands over heart center. One hand on top and then the other, and say thank you to whoever or whatever it is that you believe in. As you reach up, say thank you to yourself. Your mom's side, your kid's side, whatever side brought you to your practice today, and pat yourself on the back. If your back is unavailable, to the chest. If your chest is unavailable, pat yourself and say thank you. And then, as your arms reach out and gather all good things to you, with your wrists barely bent or very bent, know that the light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. And round over in whatever way feels good for you. Use your hands. Stay hugged, stay prayed. What's right for your round over and relax. I like the round over and relax after the namaste. It gives us a moment to decide what's next. If you're here in class, you might stay for a little cup of tea or coffee afterward. If you're on YouTube, check the phone number below and text me if you want to join us in person. I'm having trouble deciding how to get up today. I'm going to do an entire, I guess it'll be video, on getting up and down when you have limitations. And here she is. Honest to God, she was wearing my glasses, my girl who was blocking my view of you guys. Hi, Millie. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm taking a moment to find the end record. Have a good week. Now, I'm not going to make an accident like last week and turn the whole meeting to an end. I'm just going to stop the recording.